Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all and glory and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash, the ones to the positive, great millstone, the man I learned the truth from. Shalom, salutations to the old for lick. And all you brothers out here pushing word and truth and sincerity on four corners. Back again on the lesson, Barakatah Ba'ashem, Yahushua, putting on my spirit real quick. So in today's lesson, basically, I just want to go into how, in the truth, you want to be humble. You know, because you got to have a humble spirit when you come into the truth. You don't want to be getting out of order, acting all proud and stuff. You know, you got Israelites out here that's just in a proud spirit. You know, they're not being humble for Yahweh Shem Yahushua. They're not trying to make it about Yahweh Shem Yahushua. It's like, some of the stuff that they do is like, it's like they trying to make it all about them. You know, it's like they trying to exalt themselves. You know, you got the Israelite leaders out here in the other congregations, you know, not being humble. Like they trying to exalt themselves, being proud. You know, I ain't gonna say no names, but y'all should know what I'm talking about by now, if y'all been paying attention. So yeah, man. So I'm just get straight into this lesson. This is James 4, verse 10. Humble yourselves in the sight of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and he shall lift you up. Right, man. We gotta humble ourselves and not get big-headed, you know, because you just can't be quick to make yourself look like you something special in this place, because we ain't nothing special, you know. We still under curses. We in captivity. You know, you don't want to be riding on horses and sitting on a throne and then wearing a crown like you a king, like you Yahushua or something. We ain't supposed to be here doing that. We're supposed to just be humble servants of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, teach the word, you know, study, learn, and examine ourselves and pray. And hope and pray, Lord willing, that we be part of the elect number. And that's another thing. You got Israelites out here that's saying, "Oh, I'm part of the elect. I'm part of the elect." You don't know if you're part of the elect. How can you say you're part of the elect when Yahushua ain't even came back yet? You know what I'm saying? America, Babylon the Great ain't even been destroyed yet by Yahushua and the chariots, and the missiles ain't even came yet. So how can you say he part of the elect? That's why we say hopeful elect. You know, hopefully, Lord willing, we part of the elect. That's another thing. That's why we say Lord willing. Lord willing, you know, the definition on that. Let's see. The Lord willing means used to indicate acceptance of Yahweh's will when expressing intention or hope, right? And that's what we do. That's why we say Lord willing, because we hope and praying that Yahweh Shem Yahushua accept what we want, like our prayers and what we want to happen. You know what I'm saying? When we want something to happen. So, right. Let's get back to the scriptures. Because you just can't be out here saying, oh, you're going to be saved and you're going to be delivered. You don't know that yet. That's why you got to say, you just got to have the faith and be like, Lord willing, I get delivered. And hopefully, Lord willing. You don't just pray you be delivered. And pray that you have the faith, keep the faith and endure. You see what I'm saying? I'm glad this scripture. This is Proverbs 16, verse 18. Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. Verse 19. Better is to be of an humble spirit with the lowly than to divide the spoil with the proud, right? Because you don't want to be in no proud spirit, you know, thinking that you're going to be saved just because, you know, you teaching the word and you out there with a Bible in your hand, and that's why you got to say, Lord willing, you be saved. And you don't want to brag and boast about you knowing the scriptures to you know, you just don't want to brag about, oh, you know the scriptures and all that. Okay, that's cool, but you don't know everything. You know, you still learning. You know? Because you got jakes out here that try to be so deep. And they try to get into all the other books, and then they end up digging into all the other false philosophies that they think is right, because they think just because they know the scriptures, and, you know, and they think they can just break down every single thing, and they end up trying to break down something they break down. They might break down wrong, because they getting ahead of themselves. You don't want to get ahead of yourself. And you don't want to judge another brother just because he don't know as many breakdowns as you do. You know, because at the end of the day, we all still trying to learn. You know, we don't know everything. We still trying to pray to Yahweh Shem Yahushua to, you know, build us up in the spirit. You know, because if you be in the truth for like a couple months to a year, you ain't gonna know a lot of breakdowns. But if you've been in this thing for 2-3 years, then you might know a little bit more breakdowns. If you've been in this thing for 10 years, you might know like 20, 30 some scriptures. But the Bible is a big book. It got way more than 20, 30 some scriptures. And you don't know every single breakdown. That's why it's important that you study to show yourself approval. You study, you read, and you learn, and you watch the videos of the apostles, breaking down the breakdowns. Because they've been in the truth for 30 plus years and they know a whole lot. Not saying they know everything, but they know a whole lot. A lot than you do if because say if you only been in the truth for like 10 years, they've been in the truth for 30 plus years. They can break down stuff to you that you may not know about or that you're not sure about. You see what I'm saying? So, right. You want to, pray to Yahweh Shema Shai that you get built up in the spirit so you can understand the scriptures through the Holy Spirit. And then if you feel like the Spirit wants you to teach it, then you can start teaching it. Because you don't want to, you got to learn the scriptures first before you can start teaching the word. Because somebody asks you a question and you don't know how to explain it or break it down, then you're going to be looking dumb. That's why it's important that you study. So, right. Let me see if we can find another scripture. Oh yeah, this is 1 John 1, verse 8. If we say that we have no sin, we deceive ourselves and the truth is not in us, right? That just basically saying like, you saying, oh, you just good all the time, you never sin, you never go off, which is false, because we all go off. We all still sin. Even though we trying to do to the best of our ability, we still might fall short sometimes. For example, you probably can't keep the Sabbath perfectly because you might warm something up or cook something. You forgot, oh man, I wasn't supposed to cook that. It's Sabbath. Or you might have to go to work on the Sabbath. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we under mercy too. We under grace. We under grace because of Yahweh Shai. But just because we under grace, we in the grace period. And grace is not forever. Grace is temporal. It ain't everlasting. At the same time, you don't want to take advantage of that either. Just because we under grace because of Yahweh Shai, that don't mean you can be out here sinning willfully. Because they're just like Christians. They be like, oh, I'm saved by grace, so I can do what I want to do. No, you can't. No, you can't. Well, they say I'm saved by grace, something like that. They say. But really, Christians, they bugged out because y'all about to ain't dealing with no Christians or no church building. You pastors out here and speaking all these lies and philosophies. So right. Right, man. We ain't perfect. We try to keep the law to the best of our ability. We can't keep all the laws, but we rehearsing. We rehearsing righteous acts. We rehearsing righteous acts to the best we can. Because that's another thing. You got jakes out here that ain't even trying for real. They just doing what they want to do. They just sinning every day, all the time, 24/7, because they want to. Because they feel like, they can do what they want to do. They feel like they got free will. You don't got free will. Yahweh Shema Shai and give you free will. That's why we got the law, statutes, and commandments. We're supposed to try to keep them to the best we can, to the best of our ability. The laws make us separate from the other nations because the other nations, they don't got Yahweh Shema Shai because he's not dealing with them. They're not his people. On the 12 tribes of Israel, the so-called blacks, so-called Native American Indians, the so-called Hispanics, them the Lord's people. Or the speckled birds, the Israelites that look like heathens, but they bloodline go back to an Israelite, starting with their father's seed. Yeah, so you're right, they father lineage. It ain't always about color or appearance. Gotta remember that. So yeah, man. When you come to the truth, you want to be in a humble spirit and not get ahead of yourself and start getting the big head and thinking that, just because you know a lot of breakdowns or you above that brother over there, just because you know more breakdowns than him. No. Hey, just like he's still learning, you still learning too. Just like how he don't know every breakdown, he don't know everything. That's the same thing for you. You don't know every breakdown. Or just everything in general. You see what I'm saying? So, right. This is Psalms 25, verse 9. The meek will he guide in judgment, and the meek he will teach his way, right? The meek, basically like the humble. So he gonna guide them and teach them in the way. If you want to be proud and out of order, then you just gonna deceive yourself. You're gonna really eventually be destroyed because you're being out of order. So right, man. That's why you want to ask for mercy, ask for knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Because that's something that you should pray for. So eventually you can build up in the spirit and learn a little bit more. So right, don't be getting out of order and proud. Don't be acting like you in the kingdom already, because you're not in the kingdom. Don't exalt yourself. In fact, that's the scripture I'm gonna get. Let me bring that out. Like, it was one particular scripture I was looking for. This is Ecclesiastes 1 verse 30. Exalt not thyself lest thou fall, and bring dishonor upon thy soul, and so Yahweh shall discover thy secrets and cast thee down in the midst of the congregation, because thou camest not in truth to the fear of the Lord, but thy heart is full of deceit, right? So basically, don't be exalting yourself. Don't be putting yourself on a pedestal like you just something so special. Because at the end of the day, the truth is about what we doing for Yahweh Shemashah. It ain't about us. And we shouldn't be exalting ourselves. Yahweh Shemashah the one that's going to exalt us at the end of the day when it's time. You know? Because if you put in your own head, like, oh, you just something special, or it's always about you, and you just deceiving yourself. Your heart is full of deceit. And you come in a proud spirit, and that's a bad spirit to come in at the end of the day. You know? Yahweh Shemashah, he going to out you for being proud, not being humble. You know? It's all right. Don't exalt yourself. Let me get the word exalt, the definition of it. Exalt means to glorify, to hold someone or something in very high regard, think or speak very highly of, right? You don't want to hold yourself in a high regard or something in a high regard. Only thing we should be holding in a high regard or speak very highly of is the Yahweh Shemashah, our power. You got the other words, similar word, it means glorify or praise, right? You should not be praising and glorifying yourself or another man. You should be glorifying Yahweh Shemashah, our power, Yahweh Shemashah. Because if you glorifying another human, yourself, it's basically wickedness, man. You doing wickedness. So you don't be doing that. You're supposed to only glorify Yahweh Shemashah, not yourself or no other person. It's all right. Remember, when you come to the truth, you're going to be humble, you're going to be lowly, you're going to be meek. You ask Yahweh Shemashah for knowledge, wisdom, understanding, to keep going, to keep pushing, to stay in spirit. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. I like to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the Apostle Israel, Great Millstone. Shalom, salutations to the Hope for Lit. Lord, this lesson is edifying. Lord, we'll be back soon to listen to the Power Spirit of Yahweh Shemashah. Keep going, keep pushing, keep staying strong. So next time I say, Shalom, Shalom.